Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be making an extra part to that last Battle Cats experience video I made, and that really wasn't that long ago. However, I want to give a kind of quick update because I have now actually beaten Chapter 3 Moon, and to prove that, here, I've awakened Bahamut now, which is kind of insane to think about because it really only took me about like 4 hours to actually beat him since last video. Now, how did I do this? Well, I basically just took some of the advice from the comments, and I am just kind of regurgitating it for the people that actually haven't beaten Chapter 3 Moon like I was before. Uh, because this is gonna be me going over the process of how I actually beat Chapter 3 Moon. Because I basically the big issue for me, and the big reason why I was actually dying to a lot of the peons even at the beginning, was because I didn't have all of the anti-alien treasures. I do recommend just getting all the treasures in general, but especially the anti-alien ones, because I was actually missing both of the crystals in Chapter 3 to basically just reduce the aliens' health and make it a lot easier to kill them. I was missing that because I just kind of forgot they were there, if I'm to be honest. I had the other two. I had all the other ones from the other chapters, but again, I was just missing the Chapter 3 ones, and that really helped things out. I mean, even though they weren't like the superior, all of the treasures that I got were superior, they still really helped me out. And that was easily the biggest contributing factor as to why I won Chapter 3 Moon and actually succeeded now. But another big reason as to why I actually won Chapter 3 Moon was actually because of Bazabun. And I know this is kind of rare to see in like a build of beating Chapter 3 Moon, because most of the guides just kind of use Urarun and Crazed Bahamut. And I tried that out. Even when I had like all the treasures and everything, I tried doing that. And I don't know, I think it was just my execution as well, maybe on that attempt, particular attempt. It just didn't really go that well. I still just got stomped. However, when I replaced Crazed Bahamut with Bazabun, it went way better. It went way better, and I actually won because of Bazabun, basically. And yes, I know Uber carry, you can make fun of me all you want, but you know, I still won. I still won, so there you go. It's a major roadblock out of the way. And honestly, any anti-alien that does like a lot of damage to aliens could probably work. As if Crazed Bahamut really isn't working for you, you can just try at the very least just using a different anti-alien Uber to just see if it'll work out. Because in my case, again, it worked out very well. And the thing is with Bazabun especially, you don't have to like grind to get him. I don't recommend like wasting all your cat food just to try and having like the prospect of getting him. No. Or like having the chance of getting him. No, I don't recommend doing that. But again, the thing that is really good with Bazabun is basically a mini Bahamut. He does a fuck ton of damage to aliens, and he has like a similar charge up, but he spends much less time doing it. And there's much less time in between attacks, so we can just pummel out attack after attack after attack pretty consistently. And while he does have to get kind of close to your enemies, as long as you just have a lot of meat shields ahead of Bazabun that can tank all the damage, you should be completely fine. I was, even though I was struggling before, like a lot, as long as you just have a lot of meat shields on the screen, like I did, you know, like similar to my deck with all these meat shields on the top row and Psycho Cat and both of the Crazed Leg Cats, or not, yeah, Crazed Leg Cats. As long as you just have both of them like kind of similar to my deck. I mean, you could probably like interchange like maybe the Leg Cats because they maybe aren't the most important thing to the deck, as long as you just have like another anti-alien. But again, I do really recommend just having an anti-alien Uber or just something to do a fuck ton of damage to aliens, because that is necessary. Or Crazed Bahamut. I mean, that can also work if you don't have any anti-aliens. But again, Bazabun just really helped me out. And again, I know you could say Uber carry, and yes, it kind of was, but even then, again, it worked. So I'm happy, even if it was kind of scummy. Another factor that I kind of took for granted as well is actually Urarun. I have trouble pronouncing that. But yeah, I still can't pronounce it. Urarun is really good, especially with the knockback trait that she has. Just knocking back aliens is extremely important. Like, she's basically almost a necessity to, especially this build, if you're like trying to copy this build like exactly, you need Oberon because she does like a fuck ton of knockback to everything, and that is extremely important for getting aliens away from your base. And just to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, you need something at least to deal knockback to aliens. So yeah, as you can see, my voice is going, but before I end the video, I will say that I actually have also gotten the Ancient Egg N10 number 101, which if you didn't know is actually the egg to unlock Courier Cat. And I am currently just trying to get the Behemoth Stones to evolve him, because I don't. I don't have all the necessary ones yet, so I'm just grinding for that, basically. But again, besides that, I'm honestly just focusing on probably getting Nerdcat and just upgrading my units and just seeing where I can go from there, because I think that is a major, again, a major roadblock, and the big problem that I was having is now gone. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results I've had in the past few weeks. So yeah, that is basically it, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.